Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Our channel analytics tell us that you guys are searching more for Evergreen, Colorado compared to Conifer, Colorado. And I know that's just because you haven't had a super sweet video like this to tell you all the reasons why this Rocky Mountain town should be on your radar. So if you're into that and you want to learn everything that you need to know about Conifer, Colorado, this is the video. So stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Sean Murphy and this is
Josh O'Shea.
And if we're doing a mountain video, you know I gotta get Josh O'Shea in there. Especially, he lives right up the street from this area in Conifer. And so he's the expert, gonna tell you everything you need to know about this area. On this channel, we make videos about what it's like to live in Colorado, pros and cons, neighborhood tours, stuff like that. So if you are into that, make sure you hit subscribe and then like and then
the bell,
and you'll be updated each time we put up a new video. But let's get into it today. We're talking about Conifer, Colorado. We're gonna start you off by logistics. Where the hell is Conifer, Colorado? So there are two main corridors into the mountains. One, I-70, that is the most popular, that is the main gateway to the Rocky Mountains. It's the quickest route to all the skiing as well. 285 is just south. It's the other main route into the mountains. It goes a little bit more south. So the 285 corridor, 2 lanes, a little bit more windy at the beginning going through the canyon, and I think it's beautiful. It's a nicer, slower pace. But this is the route that you're going to be taking if you live in Conifer, heading back downtown. You're likely taking 285.
So here in Conifer, as you come up 285, you're about 40 minutes to Denver. So I would say it's like the most central location to have both outdoor activities and indoor downtown Denver fun activities.
Yeah, and this Aspen Park area that's just behind us, the last big shopping center down 285. Until you hit
Pine Junction or all the way like to Fairplay.
Yeah, like Fairplay.
South Park area.
Yeah. What borders Conifer is you have Morrison. Morrison is a mix of like Front Range living, and it comes up into the mountains a little bit. To the north, you're gonna have Evergreen. To the south, what, Pine?
Yeah.
South of here.
Pine,
and then Bailey. And Bailey is like that barrier for like 1 hour to get downtown. So typically prices once you hit Bailey, they'll drop down. And on the way down 285, it's also one of the best places to see the changing of the leaves. It's gorgeous.
We have some fun facts about South Park.
Fun facts, a special fact about the South Park show that has its roots here in Conifer. So stay tuned, we'll tell you about that. That's called The Hook. All right. So there's a lot to do, there's a lot to buy in Aspen. But Josh, tell them, where do you shop around here?
So here in Conifer, the main shopping area is actually in Aspen Park. That is most of our shopping, restaurants, grocery stores, small mom and pop businesses. And there's also, automotive shops, everything you kind of need in a big town feel, just right in one small area.
Yeah.
So there's good grocery stores here, King Soopers and Safeway. Both of them are pretty recently built, like within the last 20 years. And our whole shopping corridor pretty much got grown up in the last 20 years. So when I grew up here, there was probably one restaurant, a liquor store, and a gas station. Pretty much a one stoplight town. And now it has so much more to offer.
Yeah, there's a lot of good shopping over there. Like Brooks Tavern's good. There's the Well if you want to get. They've got live music now. It's a kind of local spot.
There's also good brunch places up here. Ebony and Vine, they do catering for wedding venues. And then we got, bigger name. We got 3 Margaritas up here. There's Subway, Domino's, things that, if you're gonna try to do ordering, there's only a limited option about ordering stuff up here to have it delivered, but you can still have those amenities while living here in Conifer. Conifer was originally established by Native Americans, and in the 1800s they created a toll road up here. People looking to strike it rich in the mountains. Yeehaw! come up this one-lane road and have to pay a toll to then access wild area. So they were looking for, mining, timber. Our whole town was established by this tiny little toll road. And now it has the feel of that old original history while being able to really enjoy just now our first world amenities.
It's like a mid-mod town.
Yeah, it's
it's like got the old character, but it's got the updated features to it. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Recently we had the question of what's it like as far as the type of people up in the mountains? Are they red? Are they blue? Liberal, conservative? I'd say you get a little bit of everybody, right?
Yeah.
You get a lot of people that, have strong values, but I would say nobody's in your face about it.
No one's bullying each other up here. Nobody has a political stance that they're gonna die behind on this. If you're
ram
blue
it down your
and
throat.
I'm red, everyone is happy because no one really cares. They just want you to enjoy your life and they want to enjoy theirs.
Yep, there you go. That's the vibe up in the mountains.
All right, so Conifer area is a lot of outdoor living. So mountain biking. We have 2 zip line tours here. So you could use one here in Conifer, one's just down the street in Bailey. Pretty much any road you turn off, there's gonna be a hiking trail out there. Horseback riding lessons, you can have your own horses. And then everything out here it's just you're in nature. So people wanna do adventure sports. A lot of rock climbing, good spots to go rock climbing. Great access to get to rivers if you wanna go kayaking or whitewater rafting. You can go down the Platte. And then we have a lot of, I would say, avid hunters out here. So if you like archery, rifle shooting, pistols, anything like that, Conifer offers all of that in one town. All right, so some of my favorite hikes is, Flying J Ranch. Flying J Ranch has 2 main accesses. So you can either do a short, I want to do a 1 mile in, 1 mile back, go back to my car, little section you could do, or you could do the big loop, which the entire loop's about 8 miles total. So I love that trail because it's hey, I've only got an hour, but I want to get outside. I'm going to do the little loop. But if you're I'm going for it, I want to go out into the woods.
I'll give a shout out. I like the Myra Ranch. I like it in the summer too because it's got a lot of good shade. In the fall, it's got a lot of aspens that change color, so it's a good hike.
And then in the winters, great sledding for families.
Yeah. And if you want to have some fun and go on a hike, there's an awesome disc golf course called Beaver Ranch. Pro course now. They do a great job of maintaining it. These guys do charge admission, but really well maintained. A lot of up and down, a lot of dinging your frisbees off of trees and over meadows and all kinds of stuff. So by the time you get done with the course, which is 21 holes, you had a fun game and you got your steps in. That's what's up.
And you can also do the zipline tour right afterwards because it's also in that same spot.
Let's check out that Beaver Ranch course. All right, let's talk about housing, where you're gonna live in Conifer. Normal rules apply. So we have other videos dedicated to things to know about buying a mountain home, like access, slope, the acreage, livestock wells. We cover all that more in depth in other videos, but all those rules do apply. In Conifer, it's all well and septic.
Unless you're living kind of close to the Aspen Park area where they're having some public
Newer
water,
stuff, yeah.
that would be your only thing that has even a possibility of having public. But everything else, Conifer is going to be well septic. So that might scare you off, only for the fact that it is your system, so it's your own maintenance. Just be aware of that.
Wells and septic tanks, they come in all shapes and sizes. The nice thing about Conifer, it's in Jefferson County, so they do a good job as far as the transfer and ownership of those things and making sure that they're in good working condition. So that's also one of the things that we help you out with. Just because it's a low producing well doesn't mean it's a bad well if you have cisterns and you can figure it out. So that's why you got to call us. We got your back. We understand how to help you out in these situations. I mentioned at the beginning of the video, everyone loves evergreen. and it's hard not to. Evergreen is a very beautiful place. Really easy access to Evergreen if you like the lake, you like the downtown Evergreen area. From 285 to downtown by
15-20 at your most if you're on the further end of Conifer. You have still that great access of the Evergreens downtown while living in Conifer, which Conifer we are seeing is, you know, a little bit less prices, but you get more acreage.
Right, more acreage, more zoning that allows horses, you said.
Chickens, goats, alpaca.
Slightly lower, less restrictions on what you can have on your property, slightly less. As long as you're keeping your driveway clear, you don't have to have a whole lot of yard maintenance. A lot of people will just let it grow and just let, you know, nature's wild plants take over their yard, and maybe you have a small grass area for the kids or for the dog, but pretty easy maintenance in regards to that. The one thing you do have to, or they highly recommend that you help out, because the biggest danger of these mountain homes is wildfires. Having like slash pickups at the county.
They do it probably about once a month in the summer.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's often.
Yeah, so they do it pretty often. And they have multiple locations that you can do it at. Like Conifer High School here has a slash pickup at least once a year.
We didn't explain what slash is.
Slash is when you've got too many dead limbs on your trees, but your tree's still growing fine, but you know about that 1/3 at the base is just the old dead trees, and you want to clear those off so that if a wildfire does happen and it's on the ground, it doesn't jump to the trees and all of a sudden now you have a forest fire. And then you take those limbs, if you're not going to burn them at your own house. Ooh, I got winded too. If you're not going to burn them at your own house, then you are going to load them in your truck or get a trailer or have a friend help you. And the county has different places you can just drop it off for free and the county will take care of it.
Big thumbs down to wildfires, but hopefully you can take a second and give us a big thumbs up for this video if you learned anything. And you'll see here, we're gonna lift up, throw up the drone here and show you how centrally located everything is. So high school is right here. Middle
school is right there.
Right there.
Elementary school's right there.
Cool, so that's it. Everything is bundled really closely here, and then all the housing and things, because there's no grid. There ain't no rules as far as like building mountain homes. You're
unincorporated Jefferson County, so kind of the world's your oyster once you live out here in Conifer. You could do what you would like. One negative I would say about Conifer is the roads off the main access are a little more windy than Evergreen, a little more dirt road access to homes, because we are, we're a little further out. So if you want a house that has 16 acres on top of a mountain, you can buy that here, but you're probably gonna have a dirt road to get there.
We can't leave them hanging. What is the fun fact? What's the tie between South Park, the cartoon, and Conifer, Colorado?
So Trey Parker, one of the writers and co-owner of South Park, grew up right here, Conifer Evergreen area. Went to Evergreen High School because Conifer didn't get built till '96. Then he met Matt Stone at CU Boulder, and they made fun.
Let's go to the bathroom, boys.
Of all the little stuff we did out here,
everything
that we do out here in Conifer Evergreen area.
Oh no! Canoe fish!
They actually have that new episode with the Coney Island hot dog up in Bailey
now.
Just up the road. It used to be here in Aspen Park.
I can't watch! Let's get out of here, Kyle!
If you've seen it, it's basically about us realtors getting people to the mountains. So when moving to the foothills or the mountains of the greater Denver metro area, you really have a few options like Morrison, Evergreen, Golden, Conifer, and Bailey. I really think Conifer is like the Goldilocks of mountain towns, where it's not too big, but it's not too small. It's not too far away from amenities, but it's not right in the middle of anything. So if you know Conifer is the right area for you, I wouldn't blame you. But you gotta give us a call. We're happy to help you out, answer all your questions. And if you're not quite sure if this is the area, we have other videos to watch, or give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and we're happy to give you some advice, help you put together a game plan so you can get your cute little tush out here. All right, that's it. See you guys. Love you.